Hello Pisces, how are you guys doing? So I actually do already have everything laid out for you guys, so I'm going to dive into it. Next week I think I'll do it a bit differently. We are still going to clarify it and stuff like that. So let's dive in. I have a fairly new deck. So you have the stock here, and this is a card about focus. So this is going to be the main energy, the main theme coming up for you guys this week. Because it's fairly new, I will read it, the little message out of the book here. So this says stocks offer confidence, calmness, and a centered place to rest amid turmoil and change. It is time to focus, to think more deeply and slow down. Your personal truth needs some attention, so don't let it get lost in your present dealings. Stocks also indicate and lead you to a balanced place in emotional swings. Be careful of losing yourself amid the behaviors of others. All right, my angels, so that's in the center of your reading. Let's remember that. Now, interestingly enough, when pulling out all of your cards, you have a lot of new energy coming through. So yeah, it makes sense that things might be changing or that you're ready to bring new energy into this week. I did sense a little bit of stagnancy though, which I wonder where that's coming from, but we'll dive into it. The devil here and the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles can also all represent a bit of stagnancy, but again, you do have new energy, and the moon and the sunrise here are quite interesting because you have changes in your life. When you think about the moon, technically comes first and then the sunrise comes after it. So I wonder if the changes happen first and then this new energy comes in. So let's see how it comes up for you guys. Right. Let's dive into it for you. So the first few cards that you have over here is the Yang card, right? And then you do have Loyal Heart. So this could be like a new person coming into your life if you're single, or it could be a new idea coming through into your world, a new creative project here. It's just new energy. And Yang is all about creation. Things that are going to need your action. It's kind of masculine energy, to be honest. So it's really about maybe the Emperor energy coming through in your reading, which is all about action taking, discipline, structure, kind of stepping into a level of authority and control in your life, whether that's in your workspace, being more entrepreneurial, coming out with a business idea, or stepping into a leadership position in your career, or even just in your life in general. It really does feel like this is a beautiful, ambitious, motivating energy coming through with that Yang energy. It's all about creation. All right. And that creation is clearly coming from you, in your hands. Now, we'll dive in a little bit more to see what that's about, because it does show up in your advice position too, but you also have loyal hearts. So this week, there is going to be a strong focus on those who are loyal to you. So maybe you're going to be asking people for help, or and definitely the right people are going to show up for you, so don't worry about that. This can also be about relationships as well, and love relationships. So if you're a single, then maybe you're going to be meeting a new person. If you are in a relationship, then again, this is your person. This person is loyal to you, and both of your hearts are maybe set on the same thing. I don't know why I'm hearing that, so I wonder what that is. Right, let's dive into it a little bit more. You have impatience over here. So even though you are creating new beginnings, that's where I felt that there was a bit of stagnancy. Maybe it's just a timing of something that's a bit off, or not in the way that you want it to. Again, I feel like it will show up a bit more over here, but you are being called to kind of deal with this impatience here. Don't block your own blessings by trying to rush something to happen sooner than it can, right? It's just like I'm seeing like an egg, right? And you're not gonna start breaking open the shell, are you? To see if it's forming well. You have to kind of let it be and let it do its thing. So if there is any answers that you feel like you need, or any clarity that you feel like you need, or whether it is to do with this project, this new beginning, this new thing, just calm down a little bit. All right, center yourself and focus. Like they were saying, don't get distracted with the timing and when is this gonna happen. Like it gets the energy I see, they want you to really slow down, and I'm seeing it almost like waves, not ocean waves, but like brain waves, like it's showing me frequencies. Maybe that's what it is, because they want you to really slow down, maybe being in a meditative state rather than being really kind of erratic. Maybe your energy when you're impatient is really erratic, and that might slow down manifestations or new energy. I don't know what they're showing me here, but they just really want you to play it cool. All right, because it might help a little bit better. All right. Anyways, it definitely will help, because something is going to happen in its own time, and we cannot control that. And again, there's no need to block your own blessings by forcing it to happen sooner than it should. So if you're launching anything, or again, you cannot force the sun to rise. That's actually what this person is forcing here. So they're interfering. So don't interfere with whatever is going on here. Now, you also have victim coming through. And this comes up when we have a bit of a victim mindset. Maybe you was kind of caught up in other people's problems and it impacted you in some way. Maybe you have just been a bit of a victim because of how people have treated you before, whatever it is in your life. It's valid how you feel, but let's not stay there in a victim mindset. Because when we're in a victim mindset, we believe that everything that happens to us is outside of our control, and that's it. We have no control over our life. Things will always happen to us. All bad things will always happen to us. That kind of mindset. Or again, if we are still focused on how we felt in the past situation when we felt like we were a victim or felt like a victim, then we're going to stay feeling attached to that same situation and therefore not create any more changes in our life because that person did this to me though, and that person ruined it for me, and now I can't move forward. We can control our life moving forward. We can't control what happens to us, unfortunately, especially to do with other people around us. So what really we can do about it is how we move forward and how we deal with it. It either can empower us, or sometimes it can definitely make us feel like life is hell. Been there, done that. I'm sure you understand, Pisces. But it's like, don't allow that to dictate the rest of your life by staying in that same mindset or feelings. Okay, so that's something that I want you to focus on and deal with and heal. This is the heart chakra. So again, healing, that might be important for you guys within this week to feel a bit more empowered. Okay, because it is happening, so don't worry. Right, also down here you have new and low battery, so I will show you these because I think the camera is not picking up on the writing, and that's fine. So you have new energy coming in. This says a cycle is ended, welcome the new, change is coming for good. So again, similar to that yang energy, it does feel like a new spark is coming into your world, new energy is coming into your world, so take advantage of it. And then you have low batteries. This is fuel needed, fill up your own cup and relax. Similar, relaxation is important. Maybe you're draining your own batteries by, I always have this imagery when this kind of vibe comes up and it's like the handbrake is up on the car. That's the universe. The universe controls the handbrake. They say wherever we go, move forward or not. But you're still revving on the accelerator. Like, why am I not moving forward? Maybe you are trying to push things. And that makes sense because you feel like maybe it's up to you right now. And that's fine. But again, I was sensing a little bit of stagnancy, but it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. It's not exactly stagnancy. Maybe there are some responsibilities or things that they want us to deal with first. We'll dive into it a bit more. Maybe some changes are happening here. Anyway, either way, you are being called to fill up your own cup. Take some time out, connect with those who really do have your best interest in mind, and connect with yourself most importantly, because they are saying to fill up your own cup. So self-love or doing things that fill up your batteries are also important, especially if you've been feeling a bit tired lately. All right, did I show you the sunrise? New creative ideas, okay, new ventures and a fresh start is all coming into your world. So that's amazing. And then I'll show you the moon, changes in your life. All right, so let's dive into your tarot. So over here in the overall energy for this week, you do have the devil. So there's a few ways of saying this, and I do want to clarify for you because of course the devil can be like toxic situations, or it can represent fears. Okay, so maybe this is a week of conquering your fears, overcoming personal limitations, or maybe even actual limitations in your surroundings. The devil is always things that keep us attached to things, whether it's temptations and addictions and bad habits, whatever it is. Or people, who are low vibrational. Let's just see what this is saying though. Why is the devil the overall energy for this week? And again, it can also represent, it's Capricorn energy, so it can also represent things like work or material wealth, or, the devil can represent things like money in a way. But it's kind of not in a good way. It's not very much abundant mindset. It's a bit of attachment. So again, I want to clarify this first. Why is the devil energy, the overall energy for this week? Why is the devil here, please, Spirit? What is that? Oop. The Queen of Wands. So this could be a person around you. This could be like a manager. Let's see. Why is the Queen of Wands the devil energy? It could also be about your confidence levels as well, if that's how it is for you guys. And the Six of Swords is about moving forward. So I will show you these cards, don't worry. So the devil energy. Okay, some of you are really letting go of whatever this devil energy is to you. Let's get one more for what it is. The King of Cups. So I want to get one more because it's not super clear what the devil is. aside from the fact that it does feel like you're moving away from it, especially if in a connection, maybe you've both had your own little devil moments. And what that means again is like your own fears getting in the way, your own personal, I feel like it's your own things that you're healing. We all have parts of the devil in us, whether it be ego, it's normal. It just needs to be in moderation, right? Focus on material well-being, or excessive work is what it feels like. I don't know. Or again, your own addictions, maybe even as well. You are moving forward and away from this, especially if it's in a healthy partnership. You just have your own fears and whatever. In a way, I do see you moving forward towards stable times, which is great with that Six of Swords. But I really wonder, I'm trying to get why is the devil here for Pisces? What is that devil energy? The Six of Pentacles. It did come on top of my deck is upside down, but ironically it came up in the upright. So the impatience in the Six of Pentacles, again, I think it really is it can be to do with your finances, because Six of Pentacles is here. It is Pentacles. I feel like it's about making sure that things are balanced here. And the Six of Pentacles can also be a card of like of charity, of giving back to the world. So interestingly enough, if you have had like maybe some, not selfish intent, because I don't think it's that, like Six of Pentacles about giving to others and balancing yourself and giving to things that again are good for you. So a lot of you are really overcoming personal addictions or temptations or bad habits. That really is the case. Like anything, and again, limitations, I'm just repeating myself here, but I'm just trying to make out the message. Instead of feeling tied down by this and in obedient to it in a way, this kind of feels like things that are really kind of taking control over you. So whatever that is, can even be governments and stuff like that, by the way, guys. So whatever it is to you guys, the devil energy makes us feel trapped, right? It can be very scary when you're dealing with the devil energy, and these people don't really know that they can escape. The chains are loose, they can. It's always more of a fear mentality and a victim mentality, maybe. So maybe things have got the best of you. I mean, some of you could be moving location wise, by the way, but it just feels like especially if you're in a partnership, you're removing yourself from this devil energy. That's the overall energy for this week, that the devil is here tricking you, saying I have all the power and you're stuck here. But again, it's really about problem solving mentality and abundant mindset over this energy. Don't believe whatever the devil says, whoever that is, whether it be your own fears, your own ego at times, whatever it is here to keep you stuck in that same energy. But if you realize that, okay, if I change the way that I'm doing things and I just build a plan, or I give my time and energy to different things, okay, and to create balance in my life and to give back to the world maybe even as well, then I do see that you making progress, because you have Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles. So I like that. Sixes to me represent learning and understanding a lesson. I don't know why it always comes up as that. So there we go. Because Six of Swords, you are taking the lessons with you of what you're learning, and you are moving towards more stable times. All right, maybe more emotionally stable times too, and more confident times as well. So it really does feel like you're overcoming this devil energy this week. Right, finally got over that message. Took me some time, but it can be quite difficult to understand what that devil represents, because different for everybody. And still is. So nice to see you're overcoming that this week. In your energy, you have the King of Wands, which feels really nice. Stepping into more confidence, stepping into more... Yeah, sorry, they're just reminding me of the Six of Pentacles that was jumping on top of the impatience, because I forgot to link them two together. But I would just say, if you do feel impatient and that is kind of keeping your energy low and down, and again, fearful of whether your time and energy is even going to pay off for you. Again, that's the devil energy tricking you with fear. All right. Again, the Six of Pentacles is about giving your time and energy into other things and balancing what you're giving your time and energy to. So I would say kind of like stop watching the clock. Don't pay attention to the timing of something here. And again, don't block your own blessings. Anyway, King of Wands in your energy, again, being in a very creative energy. It's really nice to see the Yang card, the new, and you showing up as a King of Wands. It feels like you're really delegating. You're really taking action towards making your ideas not just ideas, but actually your reality. So it's really nice. Why is the King of Wands in a position of Pisces? Pisces for this week. It's also representing your ability to adapt. So again, it does feel like there are a lot of changes coming through. Knight of Cups, things that might require you to be a bit more vulnerable, to be really open about how you're feeling or where your intuition is guiding you. It's really good for work related stuff, by the way, as well. And you're the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are really kind of dealing, again, with that victim mentality. With the Five of Pentacles, these are people who are left out in the cold. They have been hard done by life. So it makes sense that maybe you feel this way. And again, I do feel like some of you are like helping others or opening your doors to others. That's something that you might be doing to help. I don't know why that's coming through quite a bit in your reading. Maybe that's going to help you in some way. But the Five of Pentacles is scarcity mindset. So very similar to victim mindset too. They are left out in the cold. They are struggling, right? But if they just knock on this door, okay, there's a happy family in there who would love to help them, you know? So it's like, for some of you, maybe you are having to ask for help, but maybe you are addressing where this victim or scarcity mindset is. And with the King of Wands here, you are really going to overcome it with this new, confident version of yourself that's coming through. And again, he's able to adapt. That's why the lizards are around him, because that's his ability to move quickly, all right, and to adapt to his environment. So it does feel like maybe your environment is changing, having this new energy, and therefore it's kind of making you address certain limitations that you have about yourself, or victim mindsets, a feeling of not being in control of your life. These are things that you are overcoming by looking at. All right, the page of the Knight of Cups is your energy, Pisces, as well. It's really about addressing this inner side of yourself, your inner feelings and emotions. All right, and again, could be helping somebody this week. I do feel like that. All right, your challenge is the Ten of Pentacles, is abundance, right? It is the legacy, it's the dream, it's the goal. Maybe it's financial situations, okay? Maybe it is about your stability or your family. These can all be challenges for you. But when a good card comes in as a challenge, by the way, Pisces, I always say it's actually a good thing, because your challenge is about getting that, right? And it's always a challenge to get the things that we want, right? So it's not exactly that difficult. And I do see that you're addressing your financial situation and your stability, so that feels quite nice too. But let's see, why is the Ten of Pentacles the challenge? Can you explain to me a little bit more about this? Oops, there's a lot here, right? Let's see. The Five of Wands, so that could be a little bit of conflict in the family or in terms of your stability as well. A lot of you may have a lot of ideas and you've not really actually put them into action yet either. So I would say it could be a good time to, and this can be draining, so whether it's conflict or internal conflict, these are all just fighting each other. There's no conclusion here. Okay, so if you're letting your brain run wild and it's building conflict or, you know, clashing of ideas, it's not going to help you. It's only going to drain your energy. Try to be a bit more focused on one thing at a time that you need to do or move forward with, all right? Because otherwise this energy just kind of gets a little bit draining. All right, with the Ten of Pentacles, so it could be about your goals. If it is about family, again, there's a little bit of conflict here, but it's just a bit of immaturity. The Page of Wands coming through can be about gossip as well. So maybe that is going on around you. But the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands being there as well, it feels like some sort of news or announcement is going to come in for you guys this week that actually makes things a little bit more better and more enjoyable. And the Queen of Swords, maybe this is about placing boundaries. Okay, the Queen of Swords could be your thing for you, or again, it could be placing boundaries with yourself in order to attain this Ten of Pentacles here. That Page of Wands looks like an announcement that happens that causes everyone to celebrate amid the conflict. So maybe a change of tone can actually make something move away from a conflict between you and somebody else and into the Four of Wands, so something to celebrate. I wonder if this is just how you connect with others at this time. If you're more playful and more enthusiastic, then maybe it causes a bit more happiness around people around you. I wonder what that is. Page of Wands though is good news. It's news in some way. So again, it's in your challenge position, but I feel like it's actually just saying here, your challenge is really about placing boundaries with yourself financially or in terms of your goals to make sure that you're actually aligned to it. Okay. But also about maybe the people around you as well. All right, maybe you're being a bit of a mediator because that is Libra energy. So it's about bringing something into balance here. But 5 of Wands to the 4 of Wands feels really nice. Feels like there is going to be something to celebrate at the end of the day. And it also represents the fact that you will be achieving some sort of goals here as well, whether it's in the family or to do with your abundance here. All right. Down here, we have your external world. So again, 4 of Pentacles is similar to the things that we've been saying here. 4 of Pentacles is good in the sense of you building on something. It's about retaining and maintaining. So this could be your energy. This could be your finances. Could be your stability in general, Pisces. But we will clarify it for you. Why is the 4 of Pentacles in the external world for Pisces this week? What is that? The 9 of Wands. So this feels like a fear of opening up. The 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration, all right, and building a plan and taking action towards it. So for some of you, I feel like you have to take a step back to take a step forward. Does that make sense? Because you're going from the 4, which feels blocked up, and the 9 of Wands kind of built some fear, to the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about teamwork, and it's a little bit less than the 4 of Pentacles, but it has more room in it. I hope that makes sense for you. So 4 of Pentacles can again mean holding back or holding on. So it may mean that it's really time to let go and let it and get a bit loose here, because whatever it is you're holding on to, whether it be your own like not boundaries, but it's this 9 of Wands, he's protecting himself here, which is fine. If you need to do that, then that's not bad. But it's actually coming from a place of fear. And again, that victim mentality. It's like he's been hurt before. He's a wounded warrior. So now he's not opening up to anyone. It's a bit stubborn. And so is the 4 of Pentacles. So I would say here, especially with the 3, Spirit really is asking for you in your external world to collaborate with others. Not everyone is bad in the world. You are going to find people who have loyal hearts, people who are kind. All right, that's new energy coming in for you as well. It's just about getting comfortable with that. Okay, or if you have been working with yourself for a long time or independently, then it could be a really good time to, again, collaborate with others in some way too. Because 3 of Pentacles is quite good. And again, it feels like there's a lot more growth there. Whereas a 4 of Pentacles is capped. I always say it's capped or limited growth with their mindset. She thinks that if she has to hold on to everything that she makes, all right, and that she sees as valuable, because then no one can take it from her. And also to her, it's perceived stability. Well, but now she's full up. She can't get to the 10 because she's stuck at 4. And there's no more room for her to hold on to anything else, right? So again, for some of you, it might be about delegating. It might also be about being a bit more open-minded with how we are approaching a plan, maybe even as well, if we're not seeing any progress there. Okay, random. Over here in your inner world, you have the 3 of Wands. So you are waiting for something. You feel like you put the energy out there and you're waiting for it to come back to you. Let's see what this is about. 3 of Wands. 10 of Swords. If you are waiting for the return of something, it's not going to happen. The 10 of Swords is dead. It's done. It's over. Okay. And what it is that you're waiting for, it just feels like you need to let it go in some way. All right. With the 10 of Swords and 3 of Wands. I feel like you need a new way to get to somewhere. You know, if it's an old goal, for example, or, you know, whether it be, oh, but in the past I did it this way. The 10 of Swords is here saying, okay, but that ended. Something has ended here. I feel like you need a new method of transportation. Like you need a new way to get to your goals. But let's see. In the inner world of Pisces. The Emperor. So again, it's about taking control. This is where the 3 of Wands comes in as a bit of a blockage, because you might be waiting for something, and that is kind of leading to the 10 of Swords, which feels like a bit of feeling backstabbed and betrayed by the universe, because you're waiting for them to give something to you. But with the Emperor here, it feels like they're calling for you to take the lead, especially with that Devil. And if you're right now in a low vibration or in an energy, again, that you're not entirely liking, it's based on fear, scarcity, stuff like that, they're not going to give you an abundance whilst you're in a scarcity mindset. You have to take control. You have to act as if you already have an abundance anyway, and that you know it's already coming in, right? So that, I feel like, is the difference. And that's again why the Emperor is coming through in your inner world, because it feels like there is something that we need to take control of. Again, whether it's discipline or building a structure, building that empire, I feel like that's coming in first. Let's get one more for that. The inner world of Pisces. And the happy novel. This is coming up a lot with everyone, which says that you'll receive a gift. And because this is going on in your inner world, I do feel like this gift could be this new idea. So expect a gift from the universe internally. It probably is new energy. So that is a gift. Okay. And they're asking you to take action on it. And the Ace of Wands is similar. This is in your advice position. The Ace of Wands represents a new passionate beginning, very similar to the Yang energy. And what they're saying here is this is in their hands. It's in your hands. Just like the Emperor, it's in your control what you do with this energy. Okay, if you don't do anything with it, you're not focusing on it, then of course the energy will eventually die out, just like a flame. That's how I'm seeing it as. So you're being given a flame, I'm hearing, or you're being given a torch. Spirit's passing the torch to you. But if you don't do anything with it, it's just going to eventually, over time, that's just going to burn out. And that's the same with you. If you're not doing anything in this new beginning or this new idea, then maybe you're just going to burn out where you are. I wonder what they mean by that. But anyway, Ace of Wands is in your position, in your advice position. So take action. All right. Go with this new beginning. Start something fresh. Start a new hobby. Change location. Have a new experience in some way. Let's see. Why is the Ace of Wands the advice? What's the advice there? The Two of Wands. All right. Definitely about, look at that. We're progressing. You have the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. You have the 3 of Swords as well. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. Not entirely exactly liking this energy. And the 5 of Swords is here too, which kind of feels like maybe you do feel a bit defeated. Okay, especially when it comes down to waiting for something. Maybe something you felt was guaranteed for you. And that's especially with the impatience. But the 5 of Swords here feels like needing to accept some sort of defeat in a situation. I do see you going on a journey, and I don't know if that's metaphorical. It's like maybe you were camped out waiting for something here, and it feels like you're understanding or having to understand that, okay, this is not coming. I have to kind of do something myself or change the plan here. It's like you feel like he's putting a backpack back on and going, okay, saying goodbye to something that you were waiting for. And moving forward. Now, whatever it is that you're waiting for, I don't know exactly what it is. That's why I'm speaking very generally. I do feel like it will happen. I feel like it's almost inevitable that something will happen because it's only impatience. And maybe the way that it's going to happen is just, or I'm feeling like, what I'm seeing, bear with me, is like waiting for the sunrise, right? And it's ironic because it's here as well. So new creative idea, new venture, fresh start. But if you're going to a beach that's not facing, where the sun is going to rise, then you're going to miss the sunrise. And it's almost like Spirit is trying to get you to move because the location that you're in, the sunrise is not going to come there. You're not going to see it, which again, the idea, I wonder what this, it feels like the environment because they're saying your location. I don't know. I'm very visual and I just have to tell you what I'm seeing just in case somebody goes, okay, that makes sense to me. And if it doesn't, then don't worry about it. So yeah, it's almost like the beach that you're camping at, you're not going to see it there. So every single day that you're like, okay, maybe today will be different. It's not going to, you need to go to a different beach. All right. One that's facing where the sunrise will rise in order to see it. It's almost like you're not being denied something. You're just in the wrong place to receive it. I hope that makes sense to you. Right. Then you have the 2 of Wands with the Ace of Wands, which I like because it's about taking action. An inspiration on an idea or a new beginning or on a new venture. So some of you could definitely travel, get impassioned to travel, and that could be your advice here. Relocation, moving across the world, whatever you guys are doing. It feels like you're taking an idea to move into something new. The 2 of Wands is all about expansion and growth. All right, looking into the horizon, thinking about where you want to go next. And so that's your advice here. Not to wait, is to kind of take action and plan, like the 3 of Pentacles is here saying too. All right, my angels, I don't know what this means for you, so let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys in the next one.